Okay, let's get into this. Oh, this is okay. So this is the one I wanted to watch. It's quite a long one. It's quite a long one. Okay. Husband finds video of prudish wife having fun in college with multiple men. There's some really good looking ones here, but I thought this one would be the best one. I don't know why. The title spoke to me. Reddit reaction. Reddit reaction. Let's get into this, okay? I'm primed. I'm primed to be red-pilled. Let the red pills rain down on me. Hey, Rudy EB, thanks for the prime sub. Hope you're good. Thank you very much. Let the red pills rain down on my face. Let's go.
What's up, YouTube? It's Young Man's Daily Red Pill. Back with another video. Thank you guys for clicking on today's video, liking the content, sharing the content, helping me spread this red pill message. As I always say, guys, YouTube is shadow banning this channel at the current moment. So if you want to support my channel, what you can do is drop a like. You can share.
Revan and Nelson.
3 months, Pog.
Thank you very much for the respective subs. Appreciate it. The pimp don't simp.
Red Pill Rain.
We got a hype train. We got a scam train. Let's go. If you wish to contribute, please by all means do. Let's continue, okay?
Share my videos, but just in any way to trigger the algorithm to let them know that you like the content, you want more of my content. Be sure to hit that like button. It's free and it just helps support the channel. Very, very eye-opening video that I'm going to be reacting to right now. All right, and this was sent from 2 of my Patreon subscribers.
Sorry, actually, I should probably make it clear going into this, okay? I should probably make it clear going into this that one of my big issues with like the red pill type stuff, and thanks for the bits, appreciate it, is that like their answer is more or less to just treat women like shit, okay? To just treat women like shit.
Ha ha, gamification, go brr brr brr.
Thanks for the bits, Fabs. Bizo, thank you very much for the sub, appreciate it. We're at level 2. We're level 2 of the hype train already, damn. Thank you very much, appreciate it. So yeah, basically, the red pill philosophy tends to center around the idea that in order to be successful women, you know, you've just got to treat them badly, treat them like shit, etc, etc. And, you know, whilst on the one hand, I think that having a degree of self-respect is important, okay? Like, I carry, in my interactions with dating and stuff, I carry myself with like a degree of self-respect. So I know what I will do, I know what I won't do. I'm not gonna like be manipulated to doing things into things that I don't want to do. You know, I like it to be clear what's going on. You know, do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's important to have some standards that you set yourself and you go, right, this is how I'm going to be, this is what I'm going to do, right? But like, you can do all of that without being rude to women and without being like just a dick to them. Do you know what I mean? And without also then treating them like shit. Because what's the point in like having the standards yourself and then just treating them the way that you don't want to be treated, right? Like that reciprocation of respect goes both ways. So it kind of bamboozles me a little bit that people will on the one hand, you know, be like, oh yeah, I'm not going to get treated like shit, blah blah blah. But then they'll go ahead and they'll treat women like shit, and you're just like, I don't know. Seems pretty silly to me, you know. And it's unnecessary as well. And I think there's this book called The Game, which I read in my youth, okay? And I'm ashamed to say that in my youth, I was like a bit of a, you know, PUA wannabe when I was like in my early 20s, okay? Oh, hang on, that's not it. It's The Game book. And it was this fella, Neil Strauss. You know who Neil Strauss is? This guy. He became like a PUA as part of it. This guy. Oh, hey, source of support. How's it going? Yeah, PUA equals pickup artist. So, you know, I did the negging stuff and things like that. And the thing is like, there's definitely some stuff you can take from it that isn't totally toxic, right? Like, you know, I mean, obviously, like, the idea that you go up to women and you give them backhanded insults and stuff like that is a bit cringe, and I wouldn't do that anymore. But there is obviously some elements in there that you can sort of take away from it without going wholehearted into the treat women like shit PUA stuff. Anyway, the point of the book, having, you know, I read the whole thing. It's a really good book, actually. But he went through this whole thing. He was a PUA. He did all the stuff. But then by the end of the book, he actually meets someone that he likes. And he realizes that actually the stuff he's been practicing and doing doesn't actually work so well. So actually he has to completely change it round in order to be appealing to the woman he's actually interested in. So, you know, a lot of this stuff is just fundamentally flawed in that it will work if you just want to, you know, bag women or whatever, like, to a degree at least. But in terms of like long term, like, yeah, it doesn't really pan out, you know. Anyway, let's continue with the video. That's my perspective on the red pill stuff. All right. Obviously, there's a lot more to red pill. There's a lot more to like the red pill stuff that I couldn't even start to go into now. But that just gives you my rough thoughts on it. Okay, let's continue.
From my Patreon account. Very eye-opening video, all right? I've watched this video now 3 times, and each time when I've watched this video...
Wait, hang on. There's no truth in it. It just gives you the false confidence to approach. Well, no. I think one truth of it is you need to have a degree of confidence. Like, I don't think that's, like, you know... I'm not... Like, sure, if you're doing the PUA stuff, you maybe have a degree of false... But, you know, the idea that you should have confidence... when you're speaking to someone that you're interested in romantically, like, that's a good takeaway. That's a good lesson. That's something you can actually learn, you know?
It has been extremely eye-opening, and I've picked up on more and more things that I didn't in the past. And really,
wait, what was it?
Shows
I missed that. What did he say?
Patreon account. Very eye-opening video, all right? I've watched this video now 3 times, and each time when I've watched this video, it has been extremely eye-opening, and I've picked up on more and more things that I didn't in the past. And really, it just shows you how marriage, and I think what the comment I'm about to share with you guys, the comment that I saw beneath this video by one of the viewers of this video, truly just summarizes how marriage is and how women view marriage and the men that they choose when they decide to get married. And I'm going to read that comment to you guys right now. And the video that we are going to be reacting to is actually called Updated. Found video of my prudish wife doing degrading acts, as she calls it, with multiple men. Right?
Oh my god,
and
no.
This was on the channel Reddit Out Loud Relationships. I will link that in the description. But I just wanted to read Stephen Lawrence's comment, all right? He's a married man, and this is a very red pill comment that he shared about this video.
Okay, here we go.
I think when it comes to marriage, he says, us husbands are the guys who our wives settled for. They love the other partners they had that would not commit. But they realize they are not going to get any better. So they marry us, then forever we are the ones that they sacrificed everything for.
I love that he's reading out some random fucking YouTube comment. Like it's the deepest shit he's ever heard in his life. Like, this is some real deep philosophy, folks. I've got a comment here from Steve Lawrence, rando YouTube comment. Chud, can you confirm, is this what straight relationships are like? I mean, no, not in my experience. Obviously, well, I say obviously, I've never been married, but I've obviously been in like a number of like long-term relationships in my time. And I mean, you know, I know couples who are like super happy together, like they fucking love the fucking shit out of each other, you know. And I think this is projection. I think Steve Lawrence, if we're going to be like super analysing this shit, I think Steve Lawrence is doing a lot of projection there. Maybe he's in an unhappy relationship. And I don't know his situation at all. He's some fucking rando YouTuber dude. But the fact that he's talking about and making these massive statements for everyone, like how the fuck could this apply broadly. That's absurd. The idea that husbands are the guys that our wives settled for, that might be true in some instances, but you can't make a statement like that to cover everyone, right? Doesn't make any sense. It's just fantasy land. This comment makes sense to me. I assume this is why my wife is with me. Really? Wait, what? Are you memeing? But yeah, I feel like I feel like got him. No, source support does meme. 50% of all married couples were divorced, if I recall correctly. Well, I do think that, like, from another angle you could look at this from is like the institution of marriage, right? And how that works. I mean, it's rooted in obviously religion. Governments across the world are set up so that in order to get the best sort of benefits society has to offer for a couple, you have to be married. And you know, look at the way society streamlines us down towards the path of marriage, right? So you know, there is something there in terms of like discussing and breaking down the concept of marriage. But this idea that you know, I think this dude is giving a very shallow analysis of it, and also he's projecting too. Anyway, let's continue.
That is red pill truth, and that is a bitter pill to swallow, especially if you are a married man that watches my content. Okay, chances are. And this is not all cases, I will say, but this is many, okay? Especially if you don't understand.
What's this? That 50% divorce rate is skewed because of multiple marriages. It counts all marriages, and people who fail at relationships tend to fail multiple times. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Because I've heard that discussed before. I don't think it's straight, it's monogamy. Yeah, this is what scientists call a red pill truth. Yeah, I know. This is my point, right? It's like some fella, Steve Lawrence, apropos of nothing, has made some random YouTube comment saying, "Oh, well, the thing is with marriage is this." Yeah, there's something here, but they're saying it, Chief. You know, this is a red pill truth. Like, it just makes my brain hurt. Like, what truth? How is there truth there? What study or data or evidence are you basing this on? This is classic feels over real stuff, right? Because this dude probably feels a certain way about his marriage or his marriage in the past, whatever. He's putting that out to everyone else. Right? It's so ridiculous. And again, this is my problem is they just, you know, there's a lot of feels in this stuff. Anyway, let's continue.
Understand this, if you haven't taken the red pill, if you haven't had that much experience with women and you thought that getting married to a woman would guarantee you her love and her commitment forever. And a lot of men just marry just for the intimacy aspect, and they don't realize that
a lot of men marry for the intimacy aspect. Like, what is he basing that on? Has he ever been married himself? Can he even do an anecdote Andy on this? What is he basing these statements on, right? What is pushing is everyone has an unattainable ideal, but they get is always something less than ideal they must settle for. Okay, yeah. A lot of men marry for the intimacy aspect. Yeah. Source, Stephen Lawrence, YouTube comment. Oh my god. This is my problem. There's nothing here. It's just his thoughts. Like, who is this dude? Who is this fella? Why are we listening to him?
That woman's already had a ton of different partners in the past, and she just needed to hit a buzzer beater, so she chose you as the beta male provider to marry because
the beta male provider, there we go,
kept pumping and dumping her.
And again, there's a deep root of the alpha beta dynamic, which was obviously based on that study. What was the name of that guy that did the wolf study? What was that fella's name? What the hell? Can't get it in Europe. The myth of the alpha male. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff here that kind of debunks the concept. But but it was based on a study that some fella wrote about wolves or something. I can't remember this off the top of my head. Yeah, and the person that wrote the study later came out and said, "Oh yeah, we got it wrong." To put it very simply. But yeah, in any case, you know, again, red pill, lupine behavior in captivity, and again, like, it's something that's based on whack science that's since been debunked. You know, crank science. So again, it's like, where's the actual stuff behind this? It literally is just bullshit science and feelings. That's all they fucking got.
So I thought that was a super red pill comment. I just want to share it with you guys. With no further ado, let's check out this video and we're going to react to it live. Stay tuned.
Relationship advice.
Here we go. Yes! Reactception. Let's go.
Found my wife's old X tape. Now our marriage is on the rocks. If you have any advice, please share.
Found my wife's old sex tape. I mean, I'll be honest. If you were with someone and you saw them like in a sex tape sleeping with someone else, it would probably mess you up a bit. You'd probably be a bit like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? It would me anyway. Maybe there's something in that though. I mean, if you're into monogamy and if you want to have that monogamous relationship with someone, sometimes if you're really insecure, the idea that they've slept with other people before can make you feel uncomfortable. I moved past that a long time ago. I had that a bit when I was younger, but I've moved past that. But even to this day, if I found my fucking someone I was with getting raw dogged by a couple of college dudes, I'd probably be a bit like, okay, this is a bit fun. I don't know if I wanted to see this. I don't know if I was fucking up for this, to be honest with you. How would you find a college sex tape? Is it like on Pornhub or something? I guess. Anyway, let's watch and see what happens.
Original story. I met my wife 7 years ago. She was extremely picky when it came to the bedroom. She told me she only has been with one other guy before. She would never give oral, only would do certain positions, and found almost every bedroom act degrading. I was frustrated by this, but I really liked her and hoped over the years she would open up physically. Over the years, it never got any better, but I learned to get over it. Well, I ended up finding an old video from her college days of her engaging in group action with 6 other people, 5 guys, 1 girl.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh my god, that would fuck with your head though, wouldn't it? Oh, let's be real. Let's be real. That would fuck with your head, okay? That would fuck with your head. Can we be honest there? That would, seeing your fucking seeing your wife getting fucking wrecked by 6 dudes. You'd be like, what? And a fucking girl. You'd be like, what's going on here? Would I jerk off to it? No, absolutely not. And that's true. That's true. It does sound like trauma. That, to make a serious point here, there probably is some level of trauma. Like maybe she regrets engaging in those activities. And I appreciate what you're saying in terms of she was dishonest about it. But yeah, if she was traumatized by that, and yeah, exactly, you know, maybe that led her to a position where she felt ashamed, you know? And the thing is as well, like, to make an even more serious point, we don't know the circumstances of that event. Maybe there was alcohol involved. Maybe there wasn't full consent, you know? So there's actually quite a lot to think about here that could go beyond just this surface level analysis, which is essentially what this analysis is most likely going to be is, my wife used to be a slut, now she's not a slut and I don't like it. You know? Oh yeah, listen, like, this is a classic example. So just because someone has got like some trauma, right, it doesn't mean it can't affect like the person you're with. So I have an ex who had like serious mental health issues. She had borderline personality disorder, right? and we were together for like over a year. Now, obviously, she had a serious mental health issue, but that doesn't mean I wasn't hurt in the relationship, you know? Like, obviously, it fucked me up too. So just because someone has got a lot of kind of issues and whatnot they're dealing with, doesn't mean that someone isn't can't be rightly hurt by that situation as well. This is you know, I don't know. Let's continue watching anyway and see what happens.
The video, she has backdoor action, oral, gets double teamed, and yells multiple times in the video that I'm a filthy who. All of it, she was enthusiastic about it. I ended up feeling really sad. I can understand certain stuff people don't want to do, but it wasn't the fact she didn't want to do them. She didn't want to do them with me. But every other guy, she was there too. I was angry, hurt, and I ended up saying some stupid crap to my wife. I asked her if she could drop her daughter off at her sister's house because I wanted to talk to her. She asked why. I told her we just...
Oh my god. Yeah, if I was this guy, I would be a bit upset to say the least. Like, I'm not going to lie.
Just after she came back. I don't remember all the details of the conversation, so I'll try my best to sum it up. I was drinking a bit before she came, which wasn't the best idea. Me, is there anything about your past you have been hiding from me? Her, why are we talking about this? Me, I just want to know.
Immediately she tries to get the attention off of her, okay? Immediately.
Were you in any type of adult movie?
What's that sound? Is that from the video or not? I love the fact that like these people. This is what I mean about the red pill stuff. They don't view women as human entities worthy of any sort of respect, right? They don't view women as any sort of human entity worthy of respect. Therefore, you end up in a position where he doesn't have any compassion or any empathy for the woman. And for me, I'm looking at this both sides, and I'm thinking, oh damn, maybe this woman, like we're saying in chat, had some trauma, or there's some other issues going on there that need to be considered. Also, the guy is potentially like upset about this too, which is also fair enough, you know. And it's one of those situations. Is that the red pill alarm? The son is car alarm. He lives in Oakland. Really? Damn, he lives in Oakland with you. Damn. It sounds like he felt he's the problem and not considering the reasons could have nothing to do with him. Oh yeah, definitely. And this confrontation, like, and also obviously the drinking is a mistake, but this sort of confrontation is bad as well. Like, there's got to be a better way to deal with this.
Or anything like that? Her, are you taking drugs?
This is what I mean, guys. You know, women never tell the full truth about anything, all right? Not all women, for those of you out there, oh, not all women. Women love to communicate in a very, like, passive way, all right? They give hints, but they never really tell the full truth about everything. It's a very different way of communicating, sub-communication, okay? This is what women do. And they'll shift the blame to you, okay? They'll shift it on you. They'll make you seem like you're crazy, like you're the one that's thinking all these things, when in fact, she's the one doing these things, okay?
What is he talking about? What is this based on? Based on what? I think I just can't get over this dude. Like, these people have got such an unearned sense of self-righteousness and self-importance to think that they are the arbiters of this stuff, that they know best, you know? Like, who is this guy? What knowledge has he got? What experience, what experience has he got to be given this kind of advice? I mean, it sounds like a load of nonsense to me. This idea that women communicate in this way or that way or that way, there's nothing inherent in a woman that will make them do anything. Every woman is a product of their environment, and they will act accordingly based on that. So, yeah, sure. If they've been brought up in certain ways, had certain experiences, it will lead them to this way, that way, that way, that way, that way. There's lots of... I've been with women who are very communicative and very open and very straightforward. I've also been with women who are a bit more of a closed book. Yeah, absolutely. But, it varies dependent on the individual, dependent on the person, right? There isn't any broad thing you can say about a woman. That's just impossible. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. And, you know, I'm someone that is very much against, like, essentialism. And I think one of the kind of central points of red pill philosophy is you have to essentialize women in order to believe it, in order to go along with it. Because you have to believe that there's certain traits that women have that are unchanging. Otherwise it falls apart, right? Anyway, let's continue.
He's the one.
Me. I found your video from college with the other guys. I don't know who you are anymore, and I feel ill being around you.
Called her out on it.
She starts crying. Me.
And then what do women usually do when we finally call them out on their BS? What do they usually do? They automatically start crying, okay? Because they understand that that's another form of manipulation. So they...
Yeah, maybe she's crying because she's upset about the situation, and like we've been saying, there's some sort of trauma there that we're not aware of. It's a very highly strung emotive situation. If you've done something that you're ashamed of and you don't want people to find out about, it, you know, assuming that's the case, it would be pretty normal if someone found out and pressed you on it that you'd be upset about it, right? God, this guy is just like brutal when it comes to women. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just guessing. You know, just to be clear, I'm guessing about what's going. I've got no clue. You know, we're basing this on a recollection of a conversation from one side, when it's all very emotional, it's all very heated. Now, I do probably think she started crying, but like, what, you know, we've got to remember what we're basing this all on, right?
Communicate. And then...
Yeah, exactly, source support. Listen, the way that you do it, you don't confront someone, you just go, hey, you know, hey, what's this all about then? I don't know, like, it's difficult for me to lay out exactly how you do it, but you just have an open, honest discussion about it and try and figure it out. But there is obviously, like, secrets and stuff like that. There's some stuff going on in this, a bit sus.
You find the truth out through sub-communication once they try to shift the blame on you. And they try to make you seem like you're crazy. And then once you catch them, they revert to emotions. They start crying to make you feel bad for them, to make you rebuttal, and to, you know, they try to get you off, like, by crying.
I think it's just about saying, hey, look, this isn't me, like, having a go at you or calling you out. I just want to talk about something that's been bothering me, to be honest. Basically, I found this video online of you... getting raw dogged by 5 dudes. No, don't say that. You just say, hey, look, I found this video that made me feel uncomfortable, and you just go into it and you talk about it. I've never had to deal with the situation where I've seen my ex's sex tape online, so I don't know. Oh, Michelle, that's a good point. This relationship was already centered on resentment on the guy's part due to incompatible sexual needs. Precisely. And that's an important point too, is like, was this kind of doomed from the start? Because she obviously, you know, maybe there was some sort of thing going on there that prevented them, for whatever reason, from engaging with each other on that sort of level. So maybe the issue was fundamental to the relationship, you know? When he asks her if she has hidden anything from her, is he implying that she is obligated to tell him about this video? Well, yeah, I don't think there's any obligation there, right? Although, obligation's the wrong way to put it. I don't know. If you know that there's content out there that your partner might find that they might find upsetting, I mean, this is the thing. I don't know. I don't know without the full details of the story, right? The question should be, I don't want to press you, but is this something you'd be interested in doing again? Oh my god. No, I don't think obligation is the wrong word. Yeah, listen, Strangelurk, that's a good point, right? So sorry, another point to make clear here as well. This is like just general advice, like don't like obsess with like your partner's previous history. You will only ever find things out that upset you, okay? It really isn't worth talking about. Oh my god. Where can I find this video? Was there a cream pie? Jesus Christ. But yeah, you only ever find things out that upset you unless you're of a very strong mind. My partner has anyone as good as me. I don't know. Very complicated. It's the killer question. How many people have you slept with? The classic thing. The classic thing. Can I play it on stream? The classic thing. I'll play it after this segment. I'll play the clerks bit on stream. Okay. That's the classic thing that lays it out. I'll play it after this segment. Okay. Right. Anyway, let's continue.
By showing emotions, giving you little puppy dog eyes, and us men aren't falling for that kind of crap anymore. We really aren't, especially as this continues to spread, this information grows, this channel grows, more and more guys find this kind of stuff. All that emotional stuff that women used to use to manipulate us, we've gone past that. Our knowledge and just we have better things to do in life, and we understand how female manipulation works.
Do you have anything to say? She continues to cry. This was pointless. I go to grab my keys to leave, and she tries to stop me. If you don't want me to leave, then I need you to be...
Yeah. More and more guys are going to be reading YouTube comments. Honestly, like, Red Pill for... I'm trying. I'm actually trying. Can I be honest with you, okay? I'm sat here. Hey!
You won't be disappointed.
Him. Something, Twitch baby, something.
Hey, Kez. Thanks so much for the sub. Hope you good. 9 months already. Oh my god, time is flying. Time is hurtling by. Jesus, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Is he okay? I don't know if he's okay. I don't know if this dude's okay. I feel like this dude is, I don't know. Couldn't expect anything else from a male mind. Oh my god. But yeah, I this Red Pill stuff. I'm trying. Look, we're primed for it. We just watched that dude get yeeted hardcore in those messages. I'm trying to buy into this. I'm trying to believe it, okay? Let's keep going.
Honest with me and tell me why you lied to me for all these years. I didn't want you to think I was a slut. I would have been perfectly fine if you told me. I would have loved to have done those wild things with you. Look, I get it. I don't turn you on like those other guys do. You like sucking their members, but not mine.
You like sucking their members? What is this? But yeah, this is this dude now. The resentment is coming up to bubble up, isn't it? From his side. There's so much resentment from his side in this. But obviously, like, this fella isn't picking up on that because he's a fucking baby brain dipshit. But he's not picking up on the resentment that this guy has got deep rooted within him about the fucking sexy time shit. Suck my 6-inch member. What the fuck? But yeah. Yeah, this is there's a bit of manipulation going on here from him as well. He's trying to make her feel bad about the fact that, like, for whatever reason, she's not down with this, the fucking antics.
It's not that. I didn't want you to think less of me. No, it is exactly that. There is a thing lying about sleeping with other guys. It's not that you didn't like doing those things. You didn't like doing them with me.
That right there is a red pill truth bomb.
Oh my god, what?
It's not that you didn't like doing those things, because she did those things in her past. She did those things in college. She slurped on a lot of members. She got gangbanged. She took back door from many men.
Oh, this dude cracks me up. The way he just plays it out like that. Oh my god, I gotta listen to that bit again. I gotta listen to that bit again.
No, it is exactly that. There is a thing lying about sleeping with other guys.
Wait.
It's not that you didn't like doing those things.
Wait.
You didn't
Listen to
like
it
doing
again.
them with me.
That right there is a red pill truth bomb. It's not that you didn't like doing those things, because she did those things in her past. She did those things in college. She slurped on a lot of members. She got gangbanged. She took backdoor from many men.
She slept on a lot of members. She got gangbanged. She took backdoor from a lot of men. What a fantastic series of words that's been put together in this video. That is incredible. That's the. She slept many members. She took backdoor from many men. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, she did. But like people have said, maybe she didn't want to do it anymore. Or maybe there's something there, like you say, the trauma. Maybe she just like did all this wild stuff and then was like, oh god, I don't know if I actually wanted to do that, or there was a consent thing, or who fucking knows. And so maybe, and here's the thing for me, right? The question I'd be asking that you want to understand. What is this talk about trauma? Well, I have no idea. We don't know what's going on here, but I'm just saying there's a possibility there that someone might have done stuff that they later regret and have some sort of trauma about it, or there could be some consent issue that we're not aware of that happened. There's a number of reasons that this person could be at the position that they are now. And the key for me is you find out why. Like, why is it that this person doesn't like doing those things anymore? You need to ask why and find out why. Not just judge them and berate them because they don't want to, right?
She swapped seed in her mouth. However, she didn't like doing it with
Wait, what?
Married beta male cut backdoor from many men.
Wait, what's this?
She swapped seed in her mouth.
She swapped seed in her mouth. She swapped seed in her mouth. Oh my god, I missed that bit the first time round. She swapped seed in her mouth. Oh my god, this guy is so good, but so bad at the same time. Oh my god, this is so entertaining. Okay, let's continue. Come on.
However, she didn't like doing it with you, married beta male cuck provider. That's the red pill truth for your ass. And I know it tastes bitter. It's okay.
Yeah, but why? But why though? That's what you need to understand. I don't find this explanation of, it's because of the red pill marriage, blah, blah, blah. Clearly this was an issue before they got married. Like it said at the start, this has been going on for, there was some deep-seated issues with the relationship before they even got married.
I can do that stuff with you. I am attracted to you. You know that. Me.
Lies, 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 lies.
I don't want you to do it because you feel like you have to. I want someone that actually desires me.
Good.
I can change, I promise. Don't ruin our marriage over this. We can work things out. We can go to marriage counseling. Seriously,
True.
Talk to me. Marriage counseling won't change how you feel about me. Look, I will try marriage counseling, but I want a trial separation for now. Please don't do this. Don't throw away our marriage for what I did in college, please. Stop freaking acting like it's a one-time thing. Be honest with me, how many guys did you freak before me? How many guys members have you sucked? And how many guys have you let screw you in the butt?
Don't ask those questions.
I wouldn't have personally asked that, I wouldn't have personally asked that. I would have just been out of there. And also, guys, marriage counseling is completely pointless. It's a waste of money. They're always going to side with the woman, the female. They don't have your best interest as a man.
Oh my god, that's not true. That's terrible advice. Marriage counselors don't just side with a woman. That's absurd. What is he basing this on? What is he basing that on? Has he ever been to marriage counselling? Can he even do the anecdote Andy? Yes, it's a waste of money. Subscribe to my Patreon instead for all the marriage advice you need. How many guys have you freaked in the butt with their member? That's really bad advice. They don't just side with the woman. Like, that's just not true. It's based on, like, it's not about siding with anyone. It's about trying to mend whatever issues you've got.
She goes there as an echo chamber for the woman, okay? Marriage counseling. So if you have to go to marriage counseling, just get a divorce. Your marriage is already over, It's just an echo chamber for the female to validate her feelings about you. And the guys are, even if it's a male, beta male, a marriage counselor, he's going to side with the female.
What is this dude's problem? What's wrong with marriage counselling? He may be basing that on a movie he's seen. I don't know. It seems like really bad advice to me. I've never been for like marriage counselling, but I talking about echo chambers like it's something negative confirms his cognitive dissonance. Well, yeah, I mean, I just, this is just not true. It's not about siding with anyone. And the thing is, what people like this don't seem to understand is that, like, when you're with someone a lot, when you spend a lot of time with them, when you're, got these relationships this way, yeah, it's going to be stressful and it's going to be hard. So you might need a little bit of help along the way if things don't go quite to plan. And actually, unironically, some sort of counselling could actually help, because there might be some trauma locked away that maybe a counsellor might be able to help tease out in order to resolve it, right? It could be that there's a conversation that's had there that's like, hey, I did this stuff in my past and I feel a bit ashamed of it. I wish I hadn't. Who fucking knows? But that's the thing. You're not going to fucking know unless you go, right? And obviously these people are happy to do it.
Why does it matter? I said I'll do them with you. Me, I am so freaking lucky. I got married to a who that acts like a prude. She, please don't waste all of our marriage for this. I am willing to change. Me, I am not divorcing you, but I want a trial separation for now, and I want to see how things go. Right now I feel sick looking at you. I ended up leaving. My wife kept trying to stop me. She kept on begging, saying I could do anything I wanted with her. It was truly pathetic, and I lost all respect for my wife the way she was trying to manipulate me with X.
Wait, what? He's trying to manipulate her with sex? What are you talking about? He's the one saying, oh, well, you don't want to do this. Like, he's been very manipulative in this situation. I like how he's framing this as a woman settling for a beta when it seems as likely that these guys are just settling for the first one willing to marry them. They aren't even mutually supportive. Well, exactly, Michelle. Like, look, I'm going to be real with you, okay? I've been in quite a few different long-term relationships, and there have been times where, like, there have maybe been some issues, and I've just kind of gone along with it. I've never been married, but, like, there's definitely been issues, and you do end up in a situation where, you're kind of happy and to a degree. Never on this level, though. I couldn't see myself kind of settling with someone where there's that degree of unresolved, like, sexual incompatibility, She offered to do everything I want, and that's when I knew she didn't care. But again, he's not understood why. Like, if she just forces herself to do this stuff with him, that's wrong. Like, you need to understand why she is feeling the way she is about it, and try and move forward from there, So yeah.
Staying at a motel right now, I have been getting constant calls from my wife. She has been asking me where I am. If I tell her, then she is going to confront me, and I don't feel like I am ready for that. I feel so freaking drained. I feel bad saying those things to my wife, but I don't know what else to do. I am so freaking hurt over this. As I said before, I wouldn't care if she had a promiscuous...
And look, yeah, okay, again, it goes back to my earlier point, right? You can be hurt, you can be rightly hurt by something, or have some trauma or whatever, but that doesn't mean you can't then hurt other people off the back of that, right? So this dude's pain that he's experiencing is genuine as far as I'm concerned, but he's acting really fucking badly about it, And the issue I've got here is that like this dude's advice is terrible, and I don't know what subreddit this was on. Yeah, I don't want to go for couples counselling, but I'll ask for help on Reddit. I've I've asked for help about stuff on 4chan before. It's not worth it, okay? You either get called racial slurs, okay? You get called racial slurs, or you get called autistic, or you get, like, people telling you to do terrible things to yourself. That's the normal trinity. That's the holy trinity of 4chan advice, okay? Anyway, if this guy wasn't stubborn, communication problems would have gotten resolved through counselling. Well, yeah, precisely. Will you get called racial slurs at marriage counselling, though? It depends on the counsellor, I think.
Seriously, wouldn't care. But the fact she did all those things for other guys but doesn't do them for me hurts me the deepest.
Yeah, dude, she's not attracted to you. All right, she's not attracted to you. And on top of that, she probably can't even pair bond.
I don't see how
How
this
does
marriage
he know this?
can be recovered. I can't change her attraction to me. My father has been diagnosed with a tumor in his lung, and that has already been stressing me out pretty badly.
Oh,
But she
damn.
doesn't care.
Please tell me what exactly I can do.
She doesn't care
My
about that.
confidence as a man has been destroyed.
How does he know this? I mean, I don't know. That seems a bit... Yeah, she doesn't care about that. This guy's just ruined people's relationships. Yeah, true.
Before I found out about this, I tried to get my wife to open up sexually, but she completely shut it down. I really believe she isn't attracted to me in the way she was to those other guys.
No, she's not.
That's why she felt completely fine being there but won't even give me oral. I want a woman that looks at me lustfully, not have intimacy with me to fulfill wifey duties. I don't feel...
Well, yeah, that's why, you know, you've got to, like, base it on a situation from the start of sexual understanding, right? And understand each other, what the boundaries are, blah, blah, blah. This idea that, like, you can just... Someone will change. Well, no, that's not how it goes. Yeah, this guy's coming off pretty badly here, I'm not going to lie. Like, he's having a rough time with his father, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, exactly. Was it just like... Do you think he was like, hey, look, can we just have, like, an open chat? You know, I don't want to come across as crass or anything, but I feel like we're not engaging sexually in a way that I'm happy with, and I just want to talk about it and find out what's going on, or whatever. Or do you think he was like, yo, why won't you suck my dick, bitch? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, it probably wasn't either, but, like, I imagine it was more towards the latter than the former, you know? Being the person in college is different from being a person now, grown and married, and she's tried stuff once, doesn't want to do it, that's totally fine. I mean, sure, like, no one is obligated to do anything, but if there's, like, a dissatisfaction with the sexual relationship is a part, for me anyway, of any relationship. Like, I wouldn't be able to be with someone unless there was a sexual element to it, and that would need to be comfortable, like, everyone's cool, etc., everyone's happy with what's going on. So you know, the fact that you would get to the stage where you're married to someone where there's these deep-rooted problems, I don't know. I bet he never goes down on her. I mean, maybe. I mean, there probably is problems each way. I don't know. Who knows?
Entitled to other types of action with my wife.
Yeah, exactly, Michelle. Yeah, is that so crazy to say? Figure it out before you get fucking married. Like, Jesus Christ, you've got plenty of time, hopefully, to figure that stuff out. And then if it gets to the stage where, like, hey, I'm not really happy with this relationship for this, you know. And also, like, if you're not, like, sexually compatible with someone, like, and you want to find someone that you're sexually compatible with, like, that's a totally legitimate reason to end a relationship. Yeah, exactly, Zap. This is what dating's for, you know? You have a couple of fucking awkward experiences with someone, you're like, oh, God, I'm not really into this, actually, you know? Whatever awkward experience that is, be it conversation, dating, sex, hanging out, you know, meet, whatever it is. Thirsty Thursday. Yes, Thirsty Thursday. Let's
Want to
go.
do them. Now, even if she does do them, it will be out of guilt, not out of desire. I don't see how we can recover our marriage. I feel really crappy that I won't be able to see my daughter as much, especially during her younger years.
Oh my God,
I have
that's
already
tragic.
made some calls to reroute my paychecks. And
That's tragic. He's got a daughter with her. Fuck, I forgot about that bit. That's fucking tragic. Jesus Christ, he's going to fucking Reddit. It's even more important if you've got kids that you seek the help of fucking marriage. You know, this is starting to get sad. Yeah, it is. This fella needs help. Yeah, they both do. They both need some fucking help.
my finances in order if we do go for a divorce. My brother works at a...
He said he had kids. I would get those kids DNA tested. All right, I would get those kids tested ASAP.
What the fuck?
Because those
Oh
probably
my God,
aren't even
what
his
is
kids. If she
this?
could lie about this, if
Oh
she
my
could still
God.
have these tapes all these years later from her college years, trying to relive that experience in her mind, there's no telling what else she lied to you about. All right, there's no telling
Oh my
what else
God,
she's keeping
that's
hidden from
terrible
you
advice.
in her closet full of skeletons.
Oh my God. Oh my. I'm bemused. I'm bemused and amazed that his advice is get your kid DNA tested. Yeah, great way to build a relationship and sort all this out. Demand that you get your kid's DNA tested. Oh my god. This is such terrible advice. What's he doing?
Law firm. I am thinking about contacting him to at least see what I should be doing now. Thing is, once I call him, it becomes the point of no return. If I tell my family members, then their image of my wife becomes destroyed. Also, I'd have to check because right now she is dependent on me for health insurance, and I don't want her to be deprived of it if we do divorce, because she has been having health issues. I don't want to ruin anything, but I can't see how things would ever be okay. If you don't have any advice for me and are just going to be judgmental, please don't waste your time commenting. I know I said some hurtful things in there, but you don't know the level of hurt I am feeling right now. I have apologized to my wife since then, but I don't see how our relationship can be recovered.
Apologize for what?
Edit. I want to.
I mean, he called her a whore. That was a bit spicy. And also, like, he did this weird thing. He did this weird thing where he kind of like he basically was like on this weird stage where it's like suck my dick and it'll be okay type stuff. I don't know. Apologise for getting drunk and ambushing her. Yeah, exactly.
Things work between me and my wife. I understand she doesn't want to do certain acts. I am considering proposing to her the idea of an open marriage. That way, we can still be together as a family and we both can have the fulfilling bedroom lives we want. Edit 2. I'm going to try to put this into perspective for some people. Imagine that OP was an emotionally reserved person, not very affectionate, not very romantic, and says that he just is uncomfortable with that kind of interaction.
I'm considering proposing with the idea of an open marriage. Yeah, but do you actually want that? If that's what you want, then fair enough, but like... Oh, I don't know.
For 7 years his wife tries to get him to open up to her emotionally.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just open up your marriage so you can both go and fuck whoever you want. That's not necessarily the right solution. I don't know what this guy's profession is. Professional player. Yeah, polyamory isn't a bandage for monogamy. You've got to, like, listen. I've always been monogamous. Polyamory maybe, but like I don't know. My position on my position on relationships these days is kind of like I don't know. I'm not like super jazzed about them anymore. You know, but like I'm not gonna go and be polyamorous because I don't know how I'd feel about that. I don't know if I'd like it. You know. I mean, it's okay for some people, but you shouldn't become polyamorous to fix issues you've got as a monogamous relationship. You should become polyamorous because you want to become polyamorous, right? We should see other people as always the first step to a breakup for monogamous couples. Yeah, sure. You know, you should do it because you want to do it, not because, oh, this isn't working. Maybe we should just try fucking other people. I mean, yeah, like... This could you know, and again you've got to put the kid when you've got a kid, right? Your priorities have got to change. Like the kid has got to become the important thing there. Embrace the cuck life. What? Just the advice is just to become a cuck. The way to solve this is you need to watch your wife get fucked by other men. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
But he never really makes a difference. Let's say she stumbles onto old love letters or emails to a former flame, girlfriend or whoever. These letters are all the things she wants to hear, but to someone else in his past. Would she be wrong to feel like he is being neglectful, since he is capable but unwilling? No doubt this would change how she views him and likely...
Okay, that was a logical explanation right there, but you have to understand, and this guy doesn't understand, and most guys don't understand, if you communicate logic with women, they're not going to understand, okay, because they run off of emotions. So you trying to logically explain...
Oh my god, that's fucking rich, coming from the guy who's just fucking sent a bunch of shitty feels without any evidence for it. To say that, oh, women don't understand logic. What fucking logic is this dipshit engaged in? All he said is how he feels about shit. That's fucking incredible. That's absolutely incredible. Women don't get logic. Oh my god. This is painful. This is fucking painful. But also very entertaining at the same time. Oh my god. These really just don't get logic.
Explain this makes perfect sense to you guys watching, me, the other guys in this manosphere, and I hate that word. It makes sense to us, all right, because we've been through it. We think logically. We're not as emotionally driven. But if you try to communicate something as simple as this to a woman, to a female, she's not gonna get it. She's like, you could explain in 10, 15 different ways, all right? Not all women, a lot of women though, are emotionally driven. They're not gonna understand this.
We breed some resentment.
Jesus.
I'm about to get downvoted to hell.
It's just a waste of breath.
Snowflake fairies want to believe that your past can't dictate your future. But let's be honest, she was willing to do all those degrading things for people who don't care for her as you do/did. Maybe I'm just an a-hole, but if we can't compromise for those we love, I wonder if we deserve the love at all. Also, side note, I get why you want to leave her. It's not that what she did was slowati, but it's that she is so unwilling to do those for you. Now for the topic price before we read the update. If she was so ashamed, why did she keep the tape? Surely you destroy it, or discreetly throw it away.
Yeah, what? That is... Okay, hang on a sec. Wait. I thought this dude, and I think chat felt the same. I thought this dude found it on the internet. But based on what's being said here, it sounds like she had a physical fucking copy of it. Or maybe like on a thumb drive or something. Why she's... Wait, hang on. Wait. She's got like a VHS, are we saying? Imagine you find a VHS in amongst all the other movies. You pop it on and it's your wife just getting absolutely demolished by 5 dudes. Like, you'd be like, what the fuck's going on here? Or first, oh my god, wait, hang on. Imagine if you started jacking it. You didn't realise what was going on. You started jacking it, and then in the final moments you realise it's your wife getting gangbanged. And you're like, oh fuck, but it's too late, you can't stop, that's it. I'm sorry, I know that's a bit mean, but oh my fucking god. I'd be more annoyed about the fact she taped over Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That's what pissed me off. You think it's Lord of the Rings, but it's actually your wife getting raw dogged by other men. Another ring getting destroyed. Yeah, this changes things a bit. Why? Oh my god. What is going on? Yeah, you actually finished. You finished jerking it before you go and confront her, covered in your own jizz. Okay, look, I found a sex tape. Okay, I'm a bit pissed off. It was nice to watch, but we need to have a chat about it. Okay. Yeah, halfway through, you're watching it with some friends, and then this just changes to this scene. This like, you know, like mid-90s or mid-80s scene. It's a college dorm, and your wife's just there. Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. The director's cut. Okay. Let's just continue.
I can't help but feel had the roles been reversed and OP was a woman talking about how her husband lied to her for 7 years and let her feel worthless and unattractive, people would be sympathizing with the OP and ready to stone the man.
Duh, we live in a female gynocentric society.
We live in a female gynocentric society. Okay, buddy.
When she laid the ground rules as to what she is willing and unwilling to do, and explained why she feels that way because of her past, I believe the OP would not have a problem, and would not have been hurtful. OP seems like an understanding guy, and 7 years is a long time to try to get someone to try other stuff, yet, she never even bothered to come clean in that entire time. In return, does she even love him? Respect him? Care about his feelings? Granted, this is his side of the story, so I would give your wife one more chance to come clean, and listen to what she has to say. And I understand you want someone that actually wants to lust you. For you, not because it is her duty. Still, you should calm down. Talk to more people and get a better perspective. And come to your own conclusion. 7 years is a long time for marriages nowadays.
Oh, hang on, wait. Is this a comment from someone? And 7 years is a long time, yet she never bothers to come clean that entire time. In return, she would love him, respect him, correct his feelings. Granted, this is side of the story. I'll give your wife one more chance to come clean. That's what she has to say. That seems like kind of lame advice. I understand you want someone that actually wants to lust you, not because it's a duty. Talk to people. Talk to her. Talk to her and try and understand what's going on. What has to do with... It's always weird to me when the good-looking dudes are black-pilled. Yeah, I know. Anyway, sorry. I didn't realise what was going on for a second, but now I understand. We're reading the comments in response to the post.
Since you have a daughter, so please calm down and consider all points before doing anything rash. Interestingly enough, we were trying for another child. I don't know if I could take any of her words seriously. And now for the update. I read all of your responses. I have to say a couple things. Please actually read my post, not read what you think it says. In no way did I say I feel entitled to X, nor do I care about her past. I am upset about the deception. Please stop wasting my time. I thought long and hard about this, and although we have our issues, I am willing to work past them. I still think she is a great mother and life partner. For those reasons, I will try to work things out with her. I decided that the best course of action would...
I feel most MGTOWs or incels screw themselves over with having a shitty mentality and not because of anything else. The thing is, though, what I'd say to that is, like, why is it that they have that mentality? And I think that, like, there is you know, societal reasons that you can look at that explain why people become incels. You know, we've got like alienation, rampant depression, people feeling lonely, isolated, access to materials which lead them down certain ways of thinking, certain paths, right? Yeah, toxic expectations associated with manliness. You know, something like the, you know, an issue of like people becoming incels or something like that. You're not going to fix that by you know, getting them to have a better mentality or something like that. You know, well, in a way you do, but it's about a systemic fix rather than just an individual fix, you know. Some of them have neuroses and really need help. They do, absolutely. And another thing as well that I'd point out that people don't realise is that incels aren't just fucking white dudes. Incels aren't just fucking white dudes. There are incel because of the way that race is treated in society and because of like whiteness, right? Some men that aren't like you know, like Indian men in particular, I've heard of a real problem with this in like, you know, certain countries. But it's like, just because of their race, they're treated in a different way in the dating scene. So yeah, it's like there are problems over and above. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not, you know, I don't disagree that there's certain expectations, there's certain mentalities and stuff that are permissive, but it's not because of like a personal failing. It's because of the way society is. That's why this happens, you know? Is it cultural? Yeah, of course it is. Toxic femininity, masculinity won't ever be changed, though. People are shallow and trying to change that. It's trying to change evolutionary human nature. I disagree with that. I think that there's lots of things that you can change in society that will change the outcomes of the way people are. People assume that incels are just entitled white dudes. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Watson. There is this assumption that it's just entitled white dudes, but go and actually look. Go and look at the forums. Go and read through what they're talking about. If you know, if it's not going to upset you or whatever. But it's not all white dudes, okay? Like, there is an attitude amongst some people of like, I won't date X race. How many times has someone in chat had a conversation with a woman, say, and you've said, oh, what's your preferences? And they've proceeded to list races that they won't consider dating. Who's had that experience before? I have. I have. Oh yeah, I'm not interested in this race or that race. You know? Yeah, Grindr, there's a massive problem with that. Yeah, like their genres of music, exactly. So think about that, right? Indian people, right? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to stand up here for my Indian kings, okay? The Bobs and Vagine meme has unironically set Indian men back because there's a natural assumption because I mean, obviously I'm joking a bit. Obviously it's bigger than that, but there's this assumption that Indian men are somehow deviant or sexual, or they just want to perv over women, right? Actually, Happy, no, I'm not blaming women specifically for not liking certain races. What I'm blaming is a system we exist under that treats races in certain ways that leads people to view them in a certain way. That's the issue. You know? Everything but rap and country. Yeah, you can blame men too. You know, but again, it's not about... But you can blame a social group maybe, but like on an individual level, that's silly. It's about the systems that exist that lead us to these positions where we say, oh, I'm not going to date this race, this race, this race. So yeah, it's an interesting and complicated conversation. But anyway, my point is, the reason I wanted to say that is like, you know, I think you know, I spoke about this before. Is like when I did my stuff about incels, and I was shocked to see in chat that people were disagreeing that incels are a product of their environment, and it's like, of course they are. Everyone is, you know, and you need to bear that in mind when you're thinking of this stuff, because there's no incel gene, there's no MGTOW gene that people are born with. What happens is, due to a complicated and you know, number of reasons and factors in growing up and experiences, etc., 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 all the stuff that happens to you throughout your life, people arrive at a certain position in their life and they will act a certain way. They'll make a certain decision. I say decision in inverted commas, and that will lead them down the path that they lead them down, you know? And to make this clear on a personal level, the only thing that stopped me from becoming an incel is the fact, because I was on all the listen, I was on four, you know, I still do that for a little meme every now and then. I used to be on 4chan all the time. I watched all this Jordan Peterson, Rightoid, Chud stuff, right? I watched all that shit. But for me, I wasn't in a position where I was kind of hopeless with women. Like, I was getting a fairly good response on Tinder and dating apps and stuff like that. So I was able to, you know, engage and go on dates and stuff. If I wasn't, I'd probably have been a fucking incel. Okay? I'd probably have been a fucking incel. So just on a personal level, I understand it, right? Just on a personal level, I get that, like, it's not like a personal failing that someone becomes an incel, right? So yeah, I just think that for me, it's important to bear that in mind and actually look at a systemic analysis and critique when you're talking about something in the incels. Because if you get to the point, and I'm not saying anyone in chat was doing this, but if you get to the stage where you are essentializing men in any way, or suggesting incels are just acting on masculine traits or whatever, then you're in a fucking rough ride. You need to recognise what systemic influences are causing these things, and that's what you actually need to address. Ideally. Anyway, let's continue. Incels ultimately look for an answer for their misery. Only the commie pill can save them from being an incel. Yeah, I mean, I know you probably mean, I don't know about the commie pill exactly, but definitely some form of lefty analysis, I think, is good, you know? Anyway, let's continue.
Would be to pursue an open marriage agreement. That way, I don't have to have her drudge through intimacy with me that she likely doesn't enjoy. And if she wants someone she can share her wild action with, she can do that as well, and I can find someone who fulfills me intimately as well.
Wrong. Wrong. And a lot of men think that this is easy. It's easy to go back into the dating field or dating market once they've been married, and you know their wife's gonna find someone else in the open relationship, and the husband's gonna find someone else in the open relationship, and it's gonna work together, and they're still gonna be intimate when they're not with the other people. Psych, nah. You know what's gonna happen? Your wife can go down the street as soon as you tell her you want an open relationship, and she can find an entire army of men willing to sleep with her. You, however, good luck. Good luck finding women that will line up for you, okay? Good luck. It's totally different. We have so many thirsty men out there that are willing to do these things, where on the other hand, women, it doesn't work the same way, all right? You're not gonna have women knocking down your door to sleep with you if you're this guy, all right? That's just the honest God truth. He thinks it's gonna work that way. He thinks that he's gonna find someone else that's gonna lust after him. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. And also, open relationships, open marriages, usually someone ends up getting jealous, hurt in the end. It's just delaying, like pulling off a band-aid from a wound. You might as well just yank that thing off and just throw it away, because at the end of the day, it's just gonna cause more and more chaos, drama, stress, a waste of time, all these different things. So you might as well just end the relationship at this point. Like, there's no point in trying to hold on to something that's not even backed up by anything anymore. If she lies about that, she's gonna lie about everything.
And rightfully so. She has lied for 7 years, so now she will be judged on her actions, not her words. Some of you guys mentioned that there might be infidelity on her part. So, I ended up calling her. I told her I wanted to work things out. I ended up coming back home for a bit. Summary of our conversation. These aren't quotes, we talked for hours, so here you go. Me, my trust in you has been shaken, and I am doubting if you were faithful to me throughout our marriage. For that reason, I want to get a DNA test for a daughter. Wife, I swear I didn't sleep with anyone else.
Why is you proud of that? That is terrible. Oh my god, no, he took the Reddit advice. Why did this dude take the Reddit advice? Holy shit. Now he's asking for a fuck. That is like the ultimate insult you could throw at someone. Oh, I think you fucked someone else and created our child. Jesus.
I am sorry about lying.
Oh, and now she's telling the truth, right? Now she's gonna tell the truth. Now she's gonna be like, the kids are ours, I promise. I told you the truth in the past, you should believe me. No.
But I didn't sleep with anyone. Me. Then why does it matter? I just wanted for a peace of mind. I deserve that much.
See how she's defiant? You know? She's like defiant about it. You know? She's defiant because she knows that there's a possibility, or she might know herself. Honestly, I believe women have an innate instinct to know who the father is most of the time.
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually, sourcing support. Is this idea of like, well, you know, like, someone can be your child without being your DNA. Yeah, of course, she wants to trust him. Like, and if you had, and obviously, like, this whole cuckold stuff has broken people's brains, right? But like, if you brought someone up for like 3 years and you found out the kid wasn't yours, I mean, it'd be fuck your head up probably. It'd be very difficult. But like, what would you do from there? Would you just say, no, I'm not interested anymore? I don't know.
I think that those kids aren't even his. All right? And she's going to do whatever she can to manipulate the situation so that he doesn't get a DNA test. When it's like, listen, if you're so confident that those kids are mine, I don't know why, I just got a boost of energy. If you're so confident that those kids are mine, then let's get the damn DNA test. Stop playing, girl. Stop playing with me.
Oh, this is yikes.
Why can't you just get a DNA test just so we can confirm that the kids are mine? You know why? Because the kids aren't his.
Wife, that's fine. Me, I don't want another child, at least not now. If our marriage gets better, maybe in a couple of years we can reconsider. Wife starts crying for a while. Our original goal was to have 3 kids, but I don't want to bring...
Oh my god, this dude's just fucking inhuman. Like, Jesus Christ. That's terrible. That's so terrible.
Bring any more kids until we have a stable household. Eventually she stops crying, after I start to walk out. Wife agrees to the condition. Me, I understand you have a wild past, and I don't want you to have to do things with me that you don't want. Although, You say you want to do them now. You will always
Okay,
harbor resentment.
listen, I know you're saying he's a scumbag, but can we just appreciate the fact that like he has taken the Reddit pill. He has listened to the advice from Reddit, and it's just, I don't know what he was thinking. He's foolish. Yeah, he just got really bad advice.
I didn't want to do it for 7 years. I understand that. I would ask you why you felt that way. I am curious as to why you don't want to do those things with me. But no matter what you tell me, I don't believe what you say. Wife, I swear it's not because of you. I didn't want you to think I was a slut. I want to do those things with you. Me,
Nah.
I tried for 7 years, trying out a new position.
Oh,
that
right,
made you
okay,
so
yeah,
honored.
sorry. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant the dude in the story. No worries. Yeah, no, this dude is a scumbag, I agree. Like, yeah. Yeah. Holy shit, this dude is fucking, like, just an unearned sense of, kind of a position of authority to talk about this stuff. And just giving really fucking shit advice. Oh, Jesus.
Look, you obviously have your reasons, but even if you do want to do them, in the back of my head, I will always think you are doing it of guilt. No matter what, that type of action will always be tainted with you. So, for that reason, I don't want to try anything new with you intimately. You didn't want to do it for 7 years. All this video showed me you like doing those things in the past with other people. Wife, I still want to do them. We can work it out.
I just don't understand, how did they get to the stage 7, like Zap said earlier, you would sort it out at the start, no? Like, if someone didn't want to suck you off and you wanted to be sucked off, you would talk about it and be like, hey, like, you know, is there something going on? Like, I like this thing and you don't. And if it's like a definite no-go and that's a deal breaker for you, then that's fair enough, isn't it? Like, you know, you can choose if you want to be in a relationship with someone that you know, if someone doesn't want to suck your dick, it's your right to decide whether you want to be in a relationship with them or not, right? Now, you might think it's a bit petty or a bit silly to break up with someone because of that. But if that's something that's important to you, then, you know, fair enough, I guess, you know? So why is it that we had to wait for so long? Sloppy. Yeah, it's petty, but you do you. I don't know. It seems that, yeah, it's a bit petty. I think for me, yeah, it's so strange. I think everyone makes that decision. Well, obviously, with, you know, I think to me, to focus on the fucking sloppy toppies is a little bit of a misdirection. It's about sexual compatibility, right? If someone doesn't want to slurp your member, you're obligated to get into a 7-year relationship filled with resentment about it. You know, it's about sexual compatibility. And if you don't feel like you've got that compatibility with someone, then it kind of makes sense to me that, yeah, you would just, you know, act accordingly. Right? Like, yeah, I don't know. You don't even have to make a big deal out of it. It doesn't have to be like, hey, you're not going to suck my dick, so fuck off. You don't have to be like that about it. You could just be like, oh, hey, I've had a lot of fun hanging out with you, but, you know, I don't really feel like this is going in a direction I'm looking for it to go, or whatever. You know, break it off gently, and there you go. Done deal. Finito. You know? You don't need to make it like you're not going to suck my dick. I just don't understand how people get in these, like, super long relationships. I mean, I don't know. I guess I have in other ways where I've not been fully happy with things, but yeah, it's a bit weird to me. Bit weird. Anyway, let's continue.
I swear I want it.
It's taken
How can I
ages.
prove it to you? Me. That thought will always linger. Look, let's just ignore it. I would rather open up our marriage. You can sleep with other people. I can sleep with other people. We can set ground rules.
You're not
but
going
I don't
to,
want
she
me or
is.
you to have to be intimately repressed anymore. Wife, I don't want to sleep with anyone other than you, and I don't want you to sleep with other women. I can give you anything you can get with those women.
Unbelievable.
Me, well, I do want to sleep with other women, and it's not just the specific act, but the fact they want to do it. X means a lot more to me than a sensation. To me, it makes me feel desirable. It's a validation of love.
Look at him
You
shaking
can say what you
on
want,
his head.
whether you like doing something or not. If you don't like giving oral, that's fine. But the fact you'd put up getting double teamed for 2 random schmucks but won't do that for your own husband hurts me. It's one thing you didn't do it for anyone, but that's not the case. I would like to know your reasoning, but even if you tell me the truth, I'll think you are lying. I want that validation, since I haven't gotten that from you. I will get it from other people. Wife, I am not going to go through with this. This is going to ruin our marriage. I don't want you to sleep with anyone. Why can't we try working on our marriage?
Right, we're back in 1 sec.
Look,
Give me a sec.
I'll give you a couple days to decide if you want to go through with it. If you don't, that's fine. I wouldn't mind giving up on our marriage either. Wife, I want to save our marriage, but this is not okay with me. Those are my conditions.
I need some Henry Hippos for this.
Then let me know. I really want a divorce, but this is the only arrangement I see
Jesus
working.
Christ.
I am going back. Let me know if you are okay with my requests. If you want to go to counseling, you can. I am not wasting any money on that. So that's that. I don't know if opening up our marriage is the right course of action, but to me it's just about the only thing I consider. Things my wife told me. I don't know how true they are. I learned my wife was promiscuous in high school and in college, but after she moved to a new city, she wanted to put it all behind her.
Of course.
There was no trauma.
Of course.
Never was forced, attacked, coerced. She just thought guys looking to marry wanted a lady in the bed. She wasn't aware she had the video. Supposedly it was from when she was moving from college, and it got lost. She wasn't ever planning on telling me about her past. It was a secret she was going to take to her grave.
Of course, right? Of course. Women do this, all right? Women sleep around in their city, in their little small town.
Oh, basically, this is someone put on a Reddit. This dude's covering a video, and someone's talking about a Reddit post about this guy talking about his wife. Oh, hey, Zanzi, how's it going?
And then they leave that behind them, or they think they leave it behind them when they move to a different city and they meet. They're ready for marriage now, okay? So they've slept out, they got banged out, smashed out all through their late teens, early 20s. Now they're around almost 30 years old. They're going to look for that beta male provider to wife them up with the roast beef. And the beta male provider is actually going to buy the roast beef.
Oh my god, the roast beef. This dude thinks that if a woman gets fucked enough, her fucking vagina turns into roast beef.
Fish and put a ring on it, alright? And this is what's going to happen. She's going to be alpha widowed. She's going to still be craving that alpha, but she's just with the beta male provider for his resources, for his provisioning, for his protections, long-term security. She has no desire anymore. All that desire was pounded out of her over the years. It was pounded out of her over the years. She doesn't desire you anymore. She's had everything done. There's no sensation left. A lot of these girls, you look them in the eye, they're dead. They're emotionally gone. They're numb. Their bodies are numb. They get tattoos and piercings because they're numb.
What the fuck?
This is red pill truth. We can go really far deep down this route.
What's he talking about? What's he basing this? I don't know. Yeah, this is fucked up. This dude is fucked. Who hurt you, bro? Who hurt you, bro? What the fuck? What's going on here? The vagina understander. Yeah, this dude is in deep with this bullshit, okay?
But this is just one story.
I told you guys how I feel. If you have any ideas on how to fix our marriage, please share. I told you how I feel about
don't do any of the shit you just did. Holy fuck.
intimacy and what it means to me. I don't want you to tell me that I am wrong for having those feelings. Besides divorce/open marriage, do you have any suggestions? And don't tell me marriage counseling. It's a waste of money. If you haven't been there before, then please don't recommend me. I told my wife if she wants to go for individual counseling, she is welcome to, but I won't be joining her. Please share. I am not going to be guilted and shamed for my desires. If she finds my demands unreasonable, she has the option to reject them. She is a grown woman herself.
You shouldn't be making demands of your partner. That's a mistake.
It's over. I talked to her on the phone. We tried to have a sincere talk about her feelings. I tried my best to understand where she was coming from, but at the end of it, I didn't believe a word she said. I couldn't. I told her I can't. Trust and intimacy are broken. The more I think, the more it creeps into my mind. I can't be with someone where I second-guess myself. Looking for other women for validation won't work.
Nope.
I don't want to torture her for her past either. I learned a good bit from this relationship, and I will take that with me to the women I meet in the future. If I meet a girl and she doesn't satisfy me intimately, I am not going to wait for her to open up or overlook it. I realized over the years of being married to my wife, how much suppressing my desires got to me and how it made me an angry person. Regarding divorce, I'm going to talk to my brother in person soon. I have asked him to come over. I don't want this to be a blown-out family ordeal, but I could at least use his support. Wife has a skin condition that my insurance has been covering. I am not going to try to deprive her of that, and hopefully I can make arrangements so she can continue getting treatment after we separate. I will use this as a bargaining chip in divorce arrangements if she won't grant me joint custody or won't do a fair split of assets. Wife still wants to make things work. I told her I am drained. I still love her, but I don't think she loves me, and for that reason I can't stay. Intimacy to me is an expression of love, and she gave it to other people but was reserved with me. You might have a different view, but that's how I see it. I have already made moves financially. I am going to start communicating with her through emails so I have a solid log of all our interactions.
Smart man.
This whole relationship, I don't know. To get married, and it's so strange to me that someone will be married and it's this level of toxicity in a relationship, right?
Smart man.
Now for the closing comments. I feel like the original intentions of fixing the marriage is okay, but is an open relationship really the way to do it? After reading your post,
No.
It sounds more like you just want a guilt-free pass to sleep with other women just to spite your wife.
No,
so you
it's
come
beta
across
male.
as sounding very petty. I feel like you should just go with a full-on divorce and skip all this open marriage stuff.
Yeah, they should though.
Yes, you've been hurt, but don't stoop so low and try to hurt your wife as well. As it stands now, I really doubt you and your wife will ever be able to rekindle your marriage. Don't blame me for that one. I'd be shell-shocked as well. Please just proceed with the trial separation and cut the drama out. I want to stay for my daughter. What do you suggest I do? How do we ever overcome our intimacy problems? You can still be a good father if you're divorced, but I'm guessing you will want to be there for your child the entire way. However, I'm not too sure about raising your child in such a broken relationship. Not right now at least, since both you and your wife are pretty emotional at this stage. As for your intimacy problems, I'm not sure you'll ever overcome them. It's almost like being cheated on. Not quite the same, but the damage is pretty much the same. Some relationships will recover, some won't. It's really how you go about fixing them. Like I said before though, I truly believe the open relationship arrangement will do more harm than good. So, what if you get off with another girl the way you want to? Your wife will be harboring an ever-growing resentment once she gets over her depressive state. Trial separation is almost a necessity right now. You can't really look at your wife without bringing up memories of the date, and your wife is just way too emotional right now. You guys should at the very least do the separation until you've had some time to seriously calm down and evaluate your feelings about each other. Any decision made now would be made in haste due to emotions running at an all-time high. How did you come across this tape? Did she have it hidden in a
Here we
drawer
go,
or
here we
what?
go.
It was in boxes in our attic.
What the hell was it in a box in the attic? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
For someone who is trying to move on and keep it in the past, keeping an ex-tape of yourself being pounded by 6 guys is a pretty dumb move.
She wasn't trying to move on with her past, she was trying to relive it.
Wife has constantly been calling. Her mother
How was she trying to relive it if it was in a box in the attic? What, she doubt she was watching it, was she? Seems like she was a bit ashamed of it all.
called me recently and told me I need to meet with her before she hurts herself. I don't know what to do. I tried calling her, she is panting crying, and sounds self-destructive at this point. I want to take our daughter from that environment. I don't know what to do at this point.
There's an update to this story. This story came out about 6 years ago, and unfortunately it's not a good update, but I'll share it with you guys just because, you know, keep you guys up with the information and tell you guys what to look out for moving forward. Because a lot of guys, you know, they just don't have the power to move away, or they put themselves in a situation in a marriage like this with a woman where now they can't get out of that situation, or if they do, they know that she's going to destroy their family, maybe harm their children on the way out. All these different things can happen, take them for everything they're worth. And this is what I make my content for, to warn you guys about the possibilities of marriage and what the downfalls can be. So I just wanted to read the update. OP and his wife decided to work it out. All right, so after all that, they decided to work it out. The wife said that she knew OP dated sluttier girls before, and it always ended. And she didn't want to just become another fling. And she couldn't initiate the intimacy because she was only used to the kinky stuff. and she felt awkward to initiate anything with him because she didn't want to show him her promiscuous old self. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. This is ridiculously sad and pathetic. And it's a nightmare to be in this man's situation, his position. There's children involved. There's marriage contracts involved. Emotions, obviously. But at the end of the day, she somehow, and I bet you, she gave him some of the best intimacy of his. All these different things can happen. Take them for everything they're worth. And this is what I make my content for, to warn you guys about the possibilities of marriage and what the downfalls can be. So I just wanted to read the update. OP and his wife decided to work it out.
Good.
Right? So after all that, they decided to work it out.
Good.
The wife said that she knew OP dated sluttier girls before, and it always ended. And she didn't want to just become another fling.
Hey, Hey? There we go, see? There's proof is in the pudding. There was a reason that she was acting like that, and we found out why. Because she was worried about, this. And it obviously, for some reason, ended up being this big thing in the relationship. And yeah, also, this fella's a little bit fucking, he's off getting his fucking dick sucked left, right, and centre. But when the woman does it, it's bad, apparently. Anyway, let's continue.
And she couldn't initiate the intimacy because she was only used to the kinky stuff. And she felt awkward to initiate anything with him because she didn't want to show him her promiscuous old self. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. This is ridiculously sad and pathetic. And it's a nightmare to be in this man's situation, his position. There's children involved. There's marriage contracts involved. Emotions, obviously. But at the end of the day, she somehow, and I bet you, she gave him some of the best intimacy of his life as soon as he figured this out. And somehow, in the midst of their divorce or their separation, she invited him over, or she came to his house. They banged it out a few rounds.
This dude has got such a simplistic analysis. You can tell this dude has never been in a meaningful relationship before, right? Because it's such baby brain basic analysis. Oh yeah, they just fucked and sorted it out. It is real baby brain. Yeah, they just fucked and sorted it out. That's not how fucking relationships work. What the fuck are you talking about? You don't just fuck and it's all magically solved. Oh my god. Yeah, this is Redditor brain.
And, she really just performed on him. And she got him hooked again and got him to rebuttal. And, at the end of the day, their marriage is ruined, their trust is ruined. But he's going to stay because of the intimacy that she put on him, because we know she manipulated him with her box, okay? And this is pretty sad, in my opinion.
Manipulated.
This is not really what happened, but a lot of people were confirming that this is the update to that story. And, this is what women do, I remember I caught one of my past relationships. She was cheating. And, they really try to put it on you.
Wait! She wasn't cheating, though. She never cheated.
They really try to put it on you and flirt heavy with you, do certain things with you that they never did before, just to try to get you hooked again, just to try to get that committed relationship out of you and to keep you around, all right? They want you to be wrapped around their fingers, even though they're sleeping around with other guys. And they're just...
But she wasn't sleeping around with other guys! What? She didn't cheat on him. There's no evidence of that or nothing discussed of that. It was just this college thing. Wait, what's he talking about? What is he talking about cheating for? It's got nothing to do with this. Oh my god.
Going to say anything, do anything. They're going to suck a golf ball through a hose for you, on you. Just
women are evil, true.
Relationship. And that's how they manipulate. They give you little samples. If you go to Costco, they'll give you they'll hand out samples of their box. And one loser eventually is going to buy that. Okay?
What?
I just can come back and get samples. But eventually someone buys it when I could get free samples. And this is what they do. This is what they do with their box. They sell it like that. And usually some idiot out there tends to buy it. So let me know your thoughts, your perspectives, your opinions on this story. It's pretty odd.
What is this? This is just honestly. This is like it is Reddit tier analysis.
Eye-opening though. I'm sure a lot of you guys weren't expecting the update to be like that. It doesn't really surprise me now. It doesn't really surprise me. Now, if this guy had red pill knowledge, if he found this content earlier, if he was able to respect himself, if he maybe didn't have a kid or he wasn't married and this was just a long-term relationship without marriage, then, I would think that he would make a better decision than this. But a lot of men think with this head and not with this head, and they are easily manipulated by the box. All right? Don't be that guy. That's why I make these videos. Don't be manipulated by the box, no matter how good it feels, no matter what's going on in the moment. She's not yours. It's just your turn with her. You can enjoy your turn with her, but realize that she's sleeping with other guys, number one. And number two, just, it's life, man. These women aren't here forever. They're just temporary placeholders in your life that you can experience, all right? It's like ads in YouTube videos. Like, pretend your life is a YouTube video that's like 30 minutes long.
No, don't do that because that's ridiculous.
Through that 30-minute video, usually there's going to be ad placements, okay? That's like women, right? There's going to be an ad every like 5 minutes within that 30-minute video. So maybe sometimes people have more than that. Sometimes people have less than that. But that's usually what people do. That's life, and then there's little placeholder ads in the middle, which is like women coming in and coming out. That ad will eventually end. It's only there for maybe 6 seconds. Only there for like 2 minutes. Sometimes you get the long ones. So it's just temporary. It's not forever. Let me know your thoughts though. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Remember, you can drop a like on the video, support this channel, YouTube shadow bans, everything that I put out. And the easiest way to support is just by dropping a like, commenting, and hitting that subscribe button, turning on notifications so you don't miss any more videos. Have a blessed rest of your day.
Oh my God.
Hopefully this video aligns you. Share this with someone that can learn from it and can understand and is willing to accept and listen to what I have to offer and what the Red Pill has to offer. Have a blessed rest of your day. Now.
Women are YouTube ads. That wasn't what I expected to end on, but there we go. There we are. What more can I say? Yeah, I'm fully red pilled now. Let's all go sign up en masse for his Patreon, okay? Oh yeah, this dude. I don't know. Look, he looks like about fucking 12 years old. I don't know what his story is, but Jesus Christ, I don't think he's qualified to give any sort of advice to anyone. But there we go. I'm feeling less red pilled than I ever have in my entire life. So there we go. That's it. I've said everything I need to say about that one, I think. It's good that they sorted it out. That's good. That's positive. That's positive. Who knows what the future holds for them? Hopefully things get better for them. That's it. Chad logic prevails. True. All's well that ends well. There we go. Let's end it on that.